Okay, so I solved another Green Day mystery as far as one of their songs. Uh, this is actually their cover of. This is actually a cover from the band 15. It's called C Yo Yus. They recorded this in. This recording was done in 1991. It was a live radio recording. It's on the Radio Days bootleg. So, there was many videos of Green Day with cameras. This didn't have a live camera. This just was a live audio because it was on a radio. So, and the intro is different on the Green Day version than on the 15 version. I like the intro on the Green Day version better. But I've always thought it sounded cool, so I was always trying to figure out how to play it. And I have a good ear. I didn't look at tabs or anything, and just tried again. I got it all down. So this is how it goes. I'm going to play the song normally first, and then after that, I'm going to show you the chords piece by piece. And this is pretty good vision, so it doesn't matter about seeing my face because it's all about the fretboard. So here we go. So here's how it goes. So it keeps doing this, and then, one part at the song, when it does this, it goes, and switches that. So that's pretty much the whole song. So, so the intro, so the first chord, it's just a regular B chord, right here. So it's, it's a regular B power chord with, the second, so you're going to have the, first finger on the second fret of the A string. Third finger is on the, fourth fret of the D string, and your pinky finger is on the fourth fret of the G string. There's no open notes. It's just regular B right here. So you have this. So then when your hand is like this, you're going to keep this pinky finger down that's right here, and then you're going to just move it to here. So this note is going to be an open D string right here, and then it's going to be a 6th fret on the G string here. So it's like this. So it moves. And now the next fret is just a regular D power chord right here. So it's your first finger is on the 5th fret on the A string, the 2nd string. And then this finger, the 3rd one, It's going to be on the 7th fret of the D string, and then the forefinger is on the G string. The G string, yes, it's going there. On the 7th fret. And really, if you don't know how to play a regular power chord, you should know, but I just told you it anyway. So it's just a D power chord, regular D power chord, up here on the top section. And then, just like you did before, you're going to leave the pinky is going to stay here, and then you're going to move it 2 frets again, which is going to be to here, which is going to be an open D string, and then it's going to be on the 9th fret of the G string, which does this. So it's so all together for that part, it's and then you're gonna then you're gonna take yourself down here to the acoustic A chord without the third finger there. So which is Billy Joe does it a lot. You know, this is his alternate power chord. He does it all the time. So it's an open string on the A, and then it's going. You're gonna have your first finger is on the 2nd fret of the D string. And then your 2nd finger, if I said second, I meant to say your first finger for the 2nd fret of D string. Your 2nd finger is on the G string on the 2nd fret. So it starts off here. So this goes like this. So it's going to have 1 full chord here, and then you're going to take your 3rd finger, right? You're gonna, yeah. So it starts off like this. And you're gonna take your 3rd finger right here with it. So you leave all of this normal. You just take, and then you're only move the 3rd finger to the 3rd fret of the B string, and then it's gonna slide down 1. So it's a full A. And then you're going to release it off, and you're going to include this open note, which is a B. So it's like this. And then you're going to put it down again. So it's the full A. So it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's how it does it. So it's like, then it goes to that B chord again. Don't get confused when I have this here. Don't get confused with that. This finger, my middle finger, it's not hitting anything. It's just, it makes it look like that, but I'm not. So don't worry about this buddy here. It's just this and this stuff's attached. So after it goes. Then we have here at the B. So before I get to that whole part, just to review, we have it starts like this. This is the beginning of the song. Just to review from how we got from beginning to where we are. So it's So now we are where we are. We're at the B chord here. And then you're going to then move it. He does it in kind of a sloppy sounding way, which is why it sounds strained. But when you like kind of clear up the sound of it, it's this. This is just typical chords. It throws you off because it's like over distorted and shit like that. But you're going to take your first finger on the G string on the 4th fret. You take your 2nd finger on the B string of the 4th fret. So it's this. And but the way we're gonna do it, we're not gonna hold it like this, because that's gonna make it too hard to go over. What we want to do is we want to, instead of having it like this, we're gonna actually take off this finger, the second one, and we're gonna have it like this so we can just bar it. That's gonna be the easiest way to get your pinky in here to do this, because this is gonna be our motion. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. That's gonna be our motion. So it's like a. So it's, and then the second finger gonna go right here on the 5th fret. So you're gonna keep this bar just the way it is. You're not gonna move it, and then you're just gonna put the second finger on the 5th fret of the B string, and then it's gonna be, after that, you're gonna put your pinky finger on the 7th fret of this B string. And if you can, it's optional, but if you can, to make it a little more the sound, if you can somehow make this E string open when you hit it like this, so it's like, it's hard to do it with keeping it barred, but it's like, and then we're gonna, then how we get to this other thing, really easy. We're gonna take off this pinky like this, so we're gonna be like how this chord used to be when it was like this, and we're just gonna slide that shit over here to up here. So we're gonna so we had it here. So after we do, then we're gonna slide it. And that's part of the sound too, is to slide. So we're gonna keep this formation. We're gonna slide this up to where it's gonna be the G string of the 7th fret, and then it's gonna be the second finger is gonna be the B string, the 8th fret. And then the next chord, which is the last part of the solo E sounding part to it, is we're gonna just take this this second finger that was on the 8th fret here, we're just gonna slide that over to the 10th fret. So it's this. So what happens with this riff, it's like this. Now, what normally happens, what you're thinking that you're going to hear, you're like, don't you hear that sound drop? You do. But actually, this chord keeps going. What you hear in that dropping sound is actually Mike Dirnt's bass. So his bass was originally at a chord like this, and then it like dropped to something lower, but that's Mike's bass. That's not Billy's guitar. Billy's guitar stays here for like that extra 8 bars. Where Mike Dirnt's, because it's like, because if I was to kind of do it, the sound's like a, like it's like that part, like you can kind of hear that over the guitar. It's like Mike's bass that goes down. You just keep playing that, so it's like 16 bars altogether of just going up here like this, and then you play it with the open E note here, and it's gonna be the your second finger on the B string of the 10th fret. And that's the end of the solo part of the intro. Now we get to the last part of it, which was the chords, which is just he does E. It's E power chord here. And he alternates it between it being a full power chord like this and it being just the top 2 strings. So that chord is the 2nd string on the 7th fret, and then for this finger over here, the third one is the 9th fret of the D string, and the pinky finger is the 9th fret of the G string. And what he alternates is, you know, he takes off the middle one and has it just sound like this. He alternates between it. You have to listen to how it goes. I pretty much know how it goes, but so when he first does it, when he first goes through it, it's pretty much all normal chords. It's not open like that, but the second time he goes through it, he mixes it up between it being like this and like this. So it's like, so this chord goes so, and the next fret, which he just plays really quick, it's like, is the, you have your first finger on the 9th fret of the A string, this second, third finger is the 11th fret of the D string, and this finger is the 11th fret of the G string. And it just plays that really fast. It's like, we're back into our D chord. And then, so it goes like this. And then he goes back to the E, which is right here, which is, you know, that 7th fret. Then he goes to the A power chord here, which is the 5th fret of the first string. And then this finger is the 7th fret of the A string, or second string rather. And this pinky is on the 7th fret of the D string. And it just goes back to that A power chord like that. So this part goes like this. And that's all closed. He didn't do it all with this sound. That's what he does when he comes back. So it goes like this. And then he does like that. And if you want to hear how he does it, he makes this E string is completely has it with just the 2 notes here, which is the first finger and the pinky. And then here he does a full chord. And he goes back to it with the harmonics. I mean, not harmonics, sorry. With it, the octave note. So it's like this. Okay. It's right here, it's octaves. Closed, closed, octaves, closed. And when he does the A string, that little part I put in there, that is actually using this finger. So all those times I said this thing ain't doing anything, this is the only time when it does. Which is the 6th fret of the G string, in addition to this being a normal A chord. And then from there, he transitions over to this G, but he hits the 4th fret on the way. He does it. He definitely does it the first time around, and later throughout the song, he keeps mixing it up between it hitting here and not hitting here, and that's how he does it. So it's like, so after it does this, sorry, it's like this. And he does that in like, it's like a half palm muting, half kind of open chucking kind of sound. It's typical shit what he does. So, you know, we had our normal. So this was this power chord real quick, which is the 4th fret of the first string, and the 6th fret of the A string, and the 6th fret of the D string, or 3rd string. It's only for 1 split second though. It's just a transition note before I'm going to the G, which is the next note, which is right here, which is the 3rd fret on the 1st string, and is the 3rd finger of the A string, this finger on the G string. These are on the 7th fret. 5th fret, sorry. This is the 3rd fret. And then we go back to that D. I think sometimes he does this. It's like, I can't remember how that part, this one part goes. Oh, that's it. Sorry, this part I was just figuring out just right now, this second. That's why it wasn't saying anything. But that's like up here. This is the G string of the 7th fret. Goes like G fret of a 7th, G string 7th fret, G string 6th fret, D string 7th fret. Dun, 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 dun. That's good. Dun, 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 dun. That's it. So it's this. He. So. Just trying to figure this part out because it goes by kind of fast. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So it's 7th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret here, 7th fret, 6th fret, 4th fret here. Then 6th fret, 7th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret, 6th fret. And then it goes to the G. So. You can also do that down here. He does it over here too. But if you want it to sound a little bit like more clean, maybe you got 2 guitars going, probably be good to play one there. So it's like, but he does this, it's the same thing as up here pretty much, like he does this. And then that's pretty much the whole song. So, I mean, this part we already was in the beginning with the intro, so I shouldn't have to really say that. But you hear the divisions more clearly over here. But, you know, there's only one guitarist, so he probably did do it up here. That's the whole song. So, hope you have fun with that. There you go.